G'day, ZiggyD here today with a bit of a channel update, specifically talking about some of my Path of Exile content. In this video I want to talk a bit about my Blood Magic Bow Duellist playthrough that I've been doing, some of my future plans for Path of Exile content and an idea that I want to explore over the next few weeks, and I want to briefly just mention my long-term plans in regards to streaming, which I know a lot of you guys have been asking about. Alright, so first up, I've decided to axe the Blood Magic Bow Duellist playthrough that I've been doing in its current form. So episode 9 that's currently up will be the last episode that I upload. Now the reason for this is, and this is something I've been thinking and feeling about for most of the series, was that it didn't really know what it was doing. Like, I didn't take enough time before starting the playthrough to actually define to myself what I wanted to actually achieve with it. So what ended up happening was I had these two separate goals in the playthrough that really didn't cooperate with each other. So firstly, I had the goal of giving you guys like a detailed playthrough showing how to get through the different content in the game and how to overcome, you know, certain mobs and bosses and things like that, and how to progress and how to play the game. And that was all aimed at helping the newer players coming into the game. And then the other goal I had was to level this build really quickly for this build of the week guide that I want to do each Friday. So these two things are really at odds with each other because it's very hard to show detailed footage and explanations of how to progress in the game as a beginner player when I'm not playing like a beginner player, when I'm trying to speed level a character essentially. So it ended up with me doing a lot of things like skipping over mobs, running through areas which is extremely dangerous for newer players, and just a bunch of stuff that I really wish I hadn't have shown in the playthrough. So this is something I'd sort of been feeling but couldn't really put my finger on it, but I got some fantastic feedback from one of you guys, from a subscriber, that gave me a lot of detail about the playthrough, and the person that sent that was actually someone who was asking for a playthrough in the first place, and they said that it wasn't really what they were hoping the playthrough would be, and I completely agree. I think the playthrough is all over the place. So that's why I've decided to axe it, and instead I will be giving you guys a series of guides and then the actual build guide, and that'll be going forwards in the future. I'll be giving weekly new build guides decided by you guys, so I'll be holding a poll each week for what build I'm going to be leveling up for the following week, and so on. However, I also now have a plan for a new series that I think will achieve that goal of giving beginner players a way to learn how to progress through the game and how to tackle the different challenges presented in each zone. And this was actually given to me in this feedback. The person who gave me the feedback actually gave me like an outline for this four episodes of this series, that when I read the outline I was like, this is probably exactly what I would have done if I had have actually taken enough time to think about how I wanted to go about the playthrough. Because just generic gameplay and playthroughs and things like that aren't really something I really like to do on YouTube. If I end up streaming in the future, that'll be something that I'd love to do with you guys on a more casual level, but on YouTube I prefer to have more well-defined guides. So the idea for this upcoming series is called something like the Raid Class Survival Guide, where I take you guys through each zone specifically and talk about the different mobs in that area, whatever quests may be in that area, any other tips for moving through the area, and I even take a look at all of the mini bosses or unique mobs in that area and how to deal with them. So this specific guide that takes you through each zone in sequence through the entire game, and that's like more like a series of guides rather than a let's play, which is something I really don't like to do that much. Now I did have a lot of fun doing this series, but as I said, it was just something that had these two goals that were at odds with each other and resulted in what felt like to me a very messy playthrough. Now I know a lot of you guys have been enjoying the playthrough, so I wanted to continue it and at least finish it through normal. But after I'd sort of come to this decision in my mind that it really wasn't up to standard for what I like to put on my channel, I tried to record another episode, and I couldn't do it. Like, it turned out terribly, just because, I guess because my heart wasn't in it, because I knew that I could be doing a lot better. So I don't want to give you guys half-assed content. I want to give you guys, the best content I can give you. So if it means axing a series to the disappointment of some people, then that's something I'm probably going to have to do, and I hope you guys understand that. So that's pretty much that. I could get into a lot more detail about my feelings and everything on the playthrough, but I want to keep this nice and brief for you guys. Now just finally in this video I want to mention streaming, which a lot of you have been asking about, and in the past I had tried to stream. Back when I was playing StarCraft 2 I tried to stream, and the the answer simply was that the computer that I have now can't handle streaming. The CPU is not powerful enough. I also had fairly restricted internet back then as well, so that was also a problem. However, when I move into my house on the 31st, which I think is tomorrow actually, pretty much the first thing I'll be looking to do is to start building my own computer. I have a build planned out, which I'll link in the description below in case any of you guys are curious. That's pretty beastly and it should be able to stream really well. And possibly more importantly, it's going to make my videos much smoother as well. So you've probably noticed some of my Path of Exile content videos are a bit choppy. That will be something that will be fixed with the new build. How soon this actually happens depends pretty much just on finances. The build's pretty expensive overall. I have a good chunk of cash saved up, and reselling my current rig, it actually has pretty good resale value, so that should be able to cover most of the costs, but it depends on how finances and things like that are going when we move in. So it could be a month or two, or maybe 3 months maybe. Well, I'll see how you go, and I'll keep you guys updated on how that's going, but streaming is definitely something I want to do in the future. Something that I really love about YouTube is how interactive it is, how I can reply to your comments pretty much in real time. Like, I can reply to them really quickly. You guys have probably seen how fast I reply to comments sometimes, and that's something I really love doing. But live streaming takes that to a whole new level. Like, I can interact with you guys live, and I can even play games with you guys while the rest of you watch and things like that. And that's something I think would be really fun to do in Path of Exile. Have like 6-man parties, with 5 of the slots taken up by viewers from the stream, and then I can progress these new builds each week actually on stream, and I think that would be really cool to do. So there's definitely something I want to do in the future. It's just going to take a bit of time to get that organised, and we'll see how it goes. But again, I'll keep you guys updated on that. So one more thing I just wanted to mention was that the level 20 recap that I did for the build, showing how I've been progressing up to that point, giving a quick summary. I really liked doing that, so I think I will probably do that each week for these builds, and I'll give you guys another one. I'm around to level 40 now with that build, so I'll probably make another one just after this video actually, and I'll get that out to you guys soon. So I will continue doing that sort of momentary recaps throughout the build leveling before I give you guys the final build each week. So if you like that, be glad. Well, I guess that'll be staying around, so you can look forward to that. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.